Thank you, Lord Jesus. The panic, the anxiety, long hours of waiting. I got it back. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Evan Prince here, and if you've been paying any attention to my channel in the last couple of days, you probably realized it was hijacked. Some people got a hold of my Gmail account, my passwords, and by proxy my YouTube account on Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. And since then, it's been some of the most stressful 48 hours of my life. Now, clearly, I got it back. But the process of doing so and the hours in between were incredibly stressful. It's been a rough couple of days. So I just wanted to clear the air, talk a little bit about what happened, what I've done to kind of not let it happen again, the things I've learned, and things that I would recommend you do, regardless of if you have a YouTube channel or not, but especially if you have a YouTube channel. So I know this isn't quite like my usual content. I know I'm normally doing video game retrospectives and content of that kind, and believe me, I was working on stuff like that even before I knew what was going to happen on my channel in the past couple of days, right? So I've still been working on it, got a new script done, got more stuff coming, but I really felt like I needed to make this video. So anyways, a couple of days ago, I lost my YouTube channel for a little bit. Some of you may have known, a lot of people were sending me emails, Discord messages, Twitter messages, things of that nature, being like, hey, dude, I think you lost your channel. And I was responding, thank you for telling me. I was very appreciative. I knew, and I was working hard to get it back. In fact, I knew the second it happened because I fell for a little bit of a scam, I guess I would say. And I'm going to get into that and explain what happened. But the fact of the matter is, I lost my channel. I have it back now, but in between then and now, gosh, the panic, the anxiety, the uncertainty, the hours of waiting and being just not knowing what to do. It was hard, man. I mean, imagine having, first off, this is my primary source of income, right? This is how I pay for my girlfriend and I to live and eat, etc., etc. So imagine just like not knowing whether or not you're going to have your income anymore, right? So I lost access to my account sometime between 10 and 10:30 that Tuesday morning. And I knew that it was happening because I was getting notifications on my phone being like, somebody's trying to log into your Gmail account from Germany or wherever. And it happened twice. Both times I was like, no, that's not me. No, that's not me. I don't know how they got in. They got in anyway. It may have happened because I went in and tried to change my password or something. I don't know how they got it, but they got in. And for the next 2 or 3 hours, I was fretting. I was Googling, I was trying to find any kind of support number, I was trying to find any way to contact somebody and be like, hey, this is happening, I need to let people know. And it turns out that Google doesn't really have anything like that. Google doesn't have a chat support feature, they don't have a phone number to call, they don't have anything like that. So that was, my anxiety was building and I was like, is it over? What do I do? But when I had recognized I lost my account, I went in, I started trying to figure out a way to let somebody know. That was the first thing I wanted to do, was get a paper trail going, start letting somebody with some kind of power know. And that's when I started tagging people on YouTube, tagging the Gmail account, the YouTube account, and fortunately, I had a bunch of other YouTubers and people in the YouTube community retweeting, liking, sharing, tagging, which was incredibly helpful. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. There's a couple of specific YouTubers who really went above and beyond that I am going to shout out a little bit later in the video. But that, I think, was huge in getting me some traction. Team YouTube reached out to me. We had some back and forth. They sent me a DM, then they sent me an email in my other Gmail account that I thankfully had. And that was how I was able to get a link from Gmail and start going through the process of getting my account back. Now, just a couple of hours after I lost my account, they had started up a YouTube live stream of a Trump AI crypto live stream scam. And it was painful to watch, man. Like, I checked into my channel and saw a live stream. That was when people started reaching out to me being like, yo, what's going on? And I was like, I know, and it was brutal. It was clearly they had just done that deep fake thing where they put someone else's mouth over the mouth of Donald Trump as he stands up there talking about these wonderful cryptocurrency opportunities. There was a big QR code on the screen to scan. I pray to God that no one fell for that and scanned that, whatever it was. Again, this is where the other YouTubers in the community and my own community was coming in clutch. They were reporting the video for theft or harassment or bullying, and they were putting in the description, this channel has been hijacked. It actually belongs to this guy at this Twitter account. That's what I did. I typed up a brief little excerpt that said something along the lines of, hey, this channel has been hacked. This live stream is not from the owner. The actual owner is this Twitter account, and he's trying to get it back. Please help. So people just mass reported it and spammed that in the description. I don't know if that helped, but I hope it did. I think it did. Either way, I really appreciate everybody who helped me out and reported it. The live stream was up for less than an hour. We got it taken down really fast, and that was a relief. I didn't want that on my channel at all. But after that, it was kind of radio silence. I had heard something from Team YouTube. I was waiting on an email. And for the rest of the day, I was just kind of, uncertain. Now, I have to be so grateful for my girlfriend. She came in. I kind of explained to her what was going on. She sat with me just kind of in my little office area, my room, in my room here, and was just trying to okay, well, maybe this, maybe this. She was checking her email and trying to send me an email and was trying to figure out what we could do to maybe get my account back. And she was looking stuff up, looking up YouTube stuff, looking up Google stuff, and she was very comforting to me. And that was such a blessing because I was losing it. I was trying to keep it cool, obviously. I was trying to be okay, I'm focused, I'm good, we're going to figure this out. But inside, it was brutal. So we eventually just kind of deduced it was the waiting game from there. The channel got removed, just taken down. It was gone. You couldn't look anything up. And, that was kind of hard to swallow because I didn't know what was next. And we said, look, let's just go run some errands, go, get a sweet tea or something or a coffee or something. Let's just go do something. So we went out, we were gone for a couple of hours, and I was just waiting on that email. That email didn't end up coming for a little later, but I did get it, and that was just the first steps. The next 2 days after that was long hours of waiting. I would send an email to Team YouTube, and I wouldn't hear anything back for 10 to 12 hours at a time. They were very reassuring. They were like, hey, look, we've got an internal team working on this. Your channel is down right now. We're seeing what we can do. And the hackers had put my account under some kind of family link thing, so that was very stressful. But it did give me a list of names and an email account that they had been using to lock my account and put under their recovery. Because when I tell you they removed my phone number, my recovery accounts, all of my stuff, and replaced it with their own. So this was hard to undo. It took a while. But eventually we got it sorted out. And I did get that email, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. It was a waiting game, man. And after I think the first day and a half, they did reinstate my channel. And that was very relieving because at least then I was back to kind of collecting some revenue because I lost about a day and a half of all revenue, all ads, everything because my channel was gone. So it was back up, and I was still getting views and stuff after that, but I still couldn't get into my channel. I couldn't log back in. It wasn't recognizing my location or anything. I didn't know what to do. So I exchanged a couple more emails with Team YouTube, and they said again they were going to let their internal team know. I didn't really know anything after that. And then the morning of recording this, I was suddenly able to log into my YouTube Studio app from my phone. I got some notifications from my Studio app, and I said, can I log in that way? So I did that. Then it recognized my phone. I don't know if it was something they did or not, but then, I went and I tried to log into my Gmail. That worked from my phone, recognized my device, which I had already tried prior, by the way. I tried to log in from my computer and my phone the day before, and it didn't recognize either. So this was hugely relieving. I was at the gym. I hit shoulders. I did cut the day short because I wanted to get home and try to get stuff situated. And I came home and I scorched earthed my my passwords and stuff, and I put in new stuff, got my backup codes, which I should have had to begin with. I was a fool not to. I thought I did, but I didn't. But I got my backup codes, and I got a password manager. I linked up with my friend Ethan, who is something of a cybersecurity expert. And he walked me through the process of getting set up with a password manager, keeping things way more secure. I downloaded a different browser, wiped my previous browser, wiped all of my password information, just wiped everything. Ran some virus scans. Obviously, that was the first. I did that the day up. I ran some virus scans to try to ensure that shit was gone. And things seem to be on the up and up now. So shout out to Ethan for really helping me out and securing my account and getting stuff locked away. So I know a big question you guys are wondering is, how did this happen? Well, it's kind of I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I want to break it down just so you guys know and you can be prepared for how sinister these people are. On Friday, I had exchanged an email or two with 2 different sponsorship opportunities, one of which was real, the other of which I didn't know wasn't yet, but both were imitating sponsors who wanted to get an ad insert in my channel. And one of them, the fake one, was imitating a course learning website called Coursera, which is a real website, by the way, and I've seen other YouTubers promote it. So like I was like, cool, that's something that I'm interested in. That's something I would be thrilled to work with that brand and promote it. That seems cool, like learning and gathering knowledge using these courses. So I did a little bit of research in it. I responded to them and said, hey, I'm interested. I didn't hear anything back across Saturday or Sunday. And I thought, okay, well, what scammer would think to not contact you during business hours? So they got back to me on Monday. Both brands did. I responded to the first brand. I was like, okay, cool. And this is where it was kind of a pride before the fall kind of thing, because I was too in my own ego. I was like, man, this is good stuff. I hit legs today. Oh, don't mind me, just responding to lock down 2 sponsorship opportunities for my channel. Big head, chest puffed out, and I think my foolish ego may have blinded me to doing my due diligence like I should have on these. But I responded to the first one, got it locked away. That was the real one. Responded to the second one. They said, hey, we love, we're excited to work with you, but we need you to sign an NDA. I had to do something similar with a previous brand, so that should have triggered a red flag in me, but it didn't. But I said, okay, yeah, let me sign it. Clicked it. It downloaded an Adobe. It was posing as an Adobe Acrobat thing. I was like, okay, I'll just launch that. I guess I need to go through Adobe Acrobat to sign it. No, I clicked sign, and I'm pretty sure what happened, my friend who knows cybersecurity told me what happened, was I downloaded a scalper that just went through my browser, collected my passwords, and then within like 5 minutes of doing that, I was like, what did I just do? Like some idiot. And then they were trying to log into my Gmail. So that's how it happened. If you're someone who gets sponsorship offers and things like that, triple check the email, go and triple check the companies. Do not download anything. Do not even, because I kind of was in, I'm not going to say I was in a haze, but I wasn't paying as close of attention as I should have been, because I had just finished doing the thing with the other sponsor. And I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, let's get this locked in. I got to get to work. I was excited to work on my next video. I had ideas. So I was just trying to get it done and move on. Double check. So after that, that's when I started panicking, started trying to get the email back, and before too long, I was on Twitter trying to get the attention of somebody, and that's when the whole restoration campaign started, and I was trying to get my channel back, and I had a bunch of other YouTubers retweeting and helping me out. So as you can see, I got it back. Took a couple of days, a lot of stress, a lot of emails, a lot of help from a lot of people, but I did get the channel back, and I just want to thank God that I got it back. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And also thank you to the guys over at Team YouTube who were very reassuring throughout this. They wanted to help. They were trying to be helpful. They did take a little while to respond, but they were incredibly helpful, and I'm very, very appreciative of the guys over at Team YouTube. Clearly, they are getting used to dealing with stuff like this too, because I know a lot of other channels are getting taken advantage of by these predatory and exploitive people. And that email address that I mentioned finding in my Google account that was trying to lock me down, well, I took that and the name and I reported it to the United States cybercrime website, the .gov website. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I hope they do something with it. I hope they follow it up, shut the email down or something. But that email and that name has been reported. So that's something at least. Now, if you guys don't mind, I just want to take a minute to shout out a couple of YouTubers who were very helpful and very reassuring as I was going through this. The first of which I want to mention is That Boy Aqua. This guy, I don't know him super well. We've had a couple back and forth interactions, but he took it upon himself to reach out to me on Discord where we were friends, and he was just so reassuring. He sent me a long message being like, yo, dude, this happened to me before. I know it's incredibly stressful. Here's what happened. Here's what I did. Here's what I think you should do. Don't worry, we got you. And I cannot elaborate to you how much that meant to me. I am a That Boy Aqua defender for life now, basically. Another YouTuber who was very helpful in that time, as you guys know, I work a lot with your favorite son. He is my homie. He's my boy. and he was doing a lot to reassure me and tell me, dude, that sucks. I'm really sorry you're going through that. Keep your head up. That was very helpful. Also, the fellas over at The Bread Circus, you guys know I've worked with them once or twice. We do a lot of Star Wars content. They love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. They also reached out to me and were like, yo, what's going on? And they were incredibly reassuring, and they were just very helpful, and I'm very appreciative for them as well. And lastly, I have a brief list of other YouTubers who were either retweeting, reaching out, or just trying to help in any way they could. In general, I'm just going to read them out really quick, show their names on the screen. Huge thank you to Avalanche Reviews, Indigo Gaming, Jular, CTM Creature, Zanyverse, No More Mercy YouTube, Midnight Medium, and Mach 3. All of you guys were doing so much to help me out. You made me feel like you had my back, and this is just an incredible community, and seriously, thank you. For those of you watching, you should go subscribe to these guys, both for the quality of their character and for the quality of their content. I know there were a bunch of other people who were retweeting and liking and doing stuff to help out as well. If I missed you, I'm really sorry. I tried to gather all of the names I could from memory and from like who I could find that was resharing stuff that I knew. But if you did it and you didn't see your name here still, thank you so much. And lastly, I really just want to end on what's next for the channel. Obviously, I got it back. I have no plans on stopping. I had some huge videos in the works before all of this happened, and they're still being worked on. In fact, I was working on them even while that was happening, just trying to make sure I stayed as focused as I could and got some work done. So obviously, Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, a big Jak and Daxter compilation video, another Star Wars compilation video of some other ones I've done in the past. I want to do a video on Advent Rising, some Hitman stuff coming up, Quake, Daikatana, and Uncharted is also on the list. So if any of that sounds exciting, you want to see big videos breaking down, talking about those, they're coming. And I just hope that you will continue to support me, stick around, and enjoy the content as it releases. In the meantime, I have learned a little bit of a lesson. I have a Patreon now. If you want to get some exclusive content like movie reviews, vlogs, things of that nature, then consider heading over to my Patreon, dropping me a couple of dollars. First off, it helps me. It gives me a little bit of a security net in case something happens to my YouTube, which my members, of course, are still appreciated. If YouTube members is easier for you, there's not really going to be anything that Patreon gets that YouTube members doesn't. So either way, you get all the same content and you're very much appreciated. But if you prefer Patreon, I have that now, and you can toss me a couple of dollars, get some exclusive content, and just in general help keep the channel alive, growing, thriving, etc. And that's that. I'm on the other side of it now. I've got a lot of awesome stuff that I'm working on. I hope you guys will stick around, like, subscribe, become a member, whatever you want to do. The content I'm working on is very exciting. I'm just excited and ready to be on the other side of this and happy to be moving forward. Whatever, you get the point. I'm just happy to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next video, but until then, that's all I got for you.